Welcome back. We have successfully avoided the accident last time. So, let's see how far we get today. Yay, a vehicle bay. Finally. Okay, I have an elevator. And all the doors are closed. Or are they? Wait. What the hell is this? Nothing here? That is a monorail. Interesting. I wonder if we will need it later. Interesting layout. Why would you put a storage room behind an elevator? That looks like our ride. Let's look around if we missed anything before we take it. Somehow, this really reminds me of Mass Effect. Just checking if I actually need to go outside. Okay, so that thing on the floor is the switch for the doors. Fantastic. At least I'm unlikely to get any PTSD on the surface of the moon. But where are we actually going? Okay, I see a marker. What are those things? I bet we'll find out sooner or later. It is one too many to be balls. There is not a lot of there in this room. So we have 3 minutes until we have to come back. That should probably be enough for whatever we're doing. What are we supposed to be pointing at exactly? Kind of wondering if we're going to run out of air while we're doing this. This looks like the target. But I cannot do anything. F just didn't work. There really didn't seem anything else to point at. And they can't exit. There is literally nothing I can do here. Is this a bug? What the hell? Alright, I think I'm going to restart this because I have read that there is a bug in regard to this. You know what? Maybe I should go to the other tower, because maybe I'm just doing them in the wrong order. Let's see if I have more luck there. And because traversing the moon surface is just about as much fun as it is in Mass Effect, I'm going to skip through this a little bit so that you don't get too bored. Yeah. Dirt. Ah, Nubium. Okay, this door is open. Well, so far it looks exactly like the other tower. What is that? Safety equipment. Left here for some reason. Interesting. What is that? Looks unhealthy. Let's try not to jump into that. I wonder, what is it that they're dumping? It certainly can't be air, given that we're on the moon. Let's see if this is going to be any better. Alright, my friend Ace is feeling comfortable. Wait. What? Was it there before? Interesting. That looked like it worked. And that looks like I didn't need to worry about oxygen. Let's go do the other one then. Unless it is bugged out. Oh yeah. This does remind me of Mass Effect. Interesting. Well, because it didn't get any more fun the second time around, or the third one, I'm gonna skip through this a little bit. Okay. Let's see if I just darked the first time around. That would be funny if I had to go all this way just because I didn't see that square. Well, on the other hand, we would have had to go to the other tower anyway. It is just that the exit is probably closer, by over there. Oh yeah, this was on the other side. I forgot. Yeah. It does look like this would have been the first tower to activate. Because it has no fire or flames or any danger whatsoever, except the ample oxygen. Oh, yeah, there it is. So, I guess I did miss it, huh? And it is red, not black. Okay. Station has power, but the MPT network is still offline. And of course, the return was automatic.
Fortuna, is that you out there? God, I hope that's true. We saw what happened at Pearson and thought you were... But just now, we detected activity in the MPT network. We haven't seen that in years. It seems to have been a local power transmission, isolated from the power source at the Tombow facility. Something must be wrong at the reactor there. Tombow isn't close, though. Traveling by foot would be suicide. Perhaps you can find another means of transportation inside Moon Hub.
Well, I have this moon buggy here. Is that not good enough? I probably should just use the moon buggy. but that square is probably telling me something. It honestly doesn't matter how we park. Yeah, my famous sense of direction. Somehow, this hallway reminds me of needing to pee. Let's see if it tells us anything new. Will we glow in the dark if we go there? Let's turn it off and on again. It worked. I guess our ride is ready. What is that, though?
Today.
Oh, you?
Today we find ourselves at a crossroads. The catastrophic events that have unfolded at the Tombo facility have opened our eyes to a truth that cannot be denied. We have lost friends, colleagues. Our fellow colonists gave their life for a hopeless cause, for a dying planet that we could never sustain. We used to call it home. Our pale blue does. But the Earth we know today is a withered husk, a shadow of its former self. The MPT chained us to a barren rock. But no more. All of you gathered here are survivors. You're here because you're mankind's strongest, the smartest, the brightest. Together, we will dare to lead and risk greatness. Start a new age of discovery. Like our ancestors that fateful moment they first set out to explore new worlds. We can turn back and confine ourselves to a dying planet. Or we can look outward. Now is the time to act. Make your decision and make it now. A new beginning dawns for humanity, and it dawns today.
You got to wonder what happened to all of those who decided against it. Where the hell did they go? aren't very many destinations in the solar system where they could have gone. And they're not insane enough to try going to a different star. Who knows? Maybe MacArthur is. Alright, let's take a short trip around the facility to see if we missed anything before we take that monorail anywhere. I wonder if it is operational. Oh yeah, it is. I wonder if the turret is still active. Fortunately, that isn't. Anything else that is open now? I haven't been here, have I? Or I probably have been here. Because I saw this one. Can't even go pee. Wait, I definitely haven't been in here. The sardine compartment. Stephen Miller. That is the name of a guy who would do anything for his boss. Yeah, and that hyperactive turret S. That would shoot at anything that moves. I wonder how it is to play tennis on the moon. Wait, what? I don't remember playing ping pong. But apparently I have been really good at it. I wonder if those doors were closed before, or if I just missed them. Ah, yeah. The security clowns. Oh wow, the password was on the wall. All along. It said Moon Hub 2032 right there. Didn't even need to get up. Okay, what happened here? That looks like MacArthur.
Hold up. Do you see the people down there? They will be the start of a new chapter. Together, we will be humanity's future.
At what cost, William?
We're saving the species so we can start again. If this is what it takes for humanity to survive, I'll gladly take responsibility. There you
And a
are,
few
Johanson.
wives, I assume.
Without your help, this wouldn't have been possible.
Isaac? This was not
Dad.
the agreement, you know that. We need to get the MPT back online.
Be realistic, Rosa. Even if we ever manage to provide Earth with all the power it needs, what do we truly gain? More time to see oceans and deserts taking our homes.
What is wrong with you, Dad?
William, I've done my part. Let's just go. I'm done with this mess.
You heard the man? Let's go. Outward begins.
Was he always this pessimistic about Earth? God, if I could slap this dude here. All right, we were going to the monorail. 13 minutes. 13 minutes was all it took them to do this. No wonder Sarah was not on time. She could never have been. They did screw up moon physics, didn't they? I was jumping exactly as high on Earth as I'm jumping up here. And the gate is the same. Wait, who is watching me? Are those automatic? Right, there is just nothing here, is there? Wait, I have been here before. So why do I need the ISE to open all those doors if I've been here before? I'm wondering if it is just time to go. Oh, the PTSD room. You know what? I'm going to cut out the entire rest of me exploring the same parts of the base and not finding anything until I get back to the monorail. See you in a second. 1. Here we have it again, my impeccable sense of direction. I think the monorail was on the other side.
What was that speech all about? MacArthur can't decide this on his own now, can he?
Look, we don't call the shots here, okay? Now help me out with this stuff.
Put that down, Frank. Don't you know what helium is for? Don't you think it's strange it's here instead of next to the reactor it's supposed to power?
Of course I do, it's just
Just what? Should we accept everything they say? Do you even realize what the consequences are if we leave while the MPT is offline?
What choice do we have? What do we really have to go back to? Floods, dust storms, blazing heat? I'm done. The Council's giving us a second chance, and I'm not wasting it. Now I'm done talking.
Just give me a hand.
Wow. I wonder what happened to that unnamed outpost member who dissented. If they were moving helium-3, 2 hours after the blackout, they weren't quite as prepared as they thought they were. How long did it take Sarah to get down to the surface anyway? And also, where is she? So far, I have not seen any bodies. Thank Bob. I should have probably scanned that thing, shouldn't I? Ah.
This is Sarah Baker, lead engineer at Pearson Space Station. I was sent to investigate the blackout together with station mechanic Rolf Robertson. I was attacked by an AZ unit and lost consciousness. The reasons for this attack remain unclear. It seems my expedition partner has left, and I am unable to contact Pearson Space Station or any of the other facilities. I'm going to cross the frontier now, passing Copernicus Outpost 1, to get to Tombo and try to figure out what caused the MPT failure. Whoever finds this, please try to contact me. Alex, end recording.
I certainly would like to. Contact her. I mean... "3 days. Oh, Sarah is certainly a survivor. On the other hand, what choice did she have? This door looks like I need to pass through there. What is that sound? Frank has the code. Too bad he long left, or is long dead. Let's see if those clowns reuse their passwords. The clown says they are. Oh, well, it was worth a try. Oh, I wonder what that handprint is doing there. Well, maybe the hologram will answer that.
All Copernicus 1 colonists, this is an evacuation. The reactor at Tombo has suffered a critical malfunction. We're here to evacuate you to Copernicus Moon Hub.
Whoa, calm down. Who sent you?
We're here on official orders of the Lunar Council.
The Lunar Council? Frank! Do you see anything strange happening across the MPT network?
I've got nothing out of the ordinary. Jumbo seems fine to me.
Perhaps you could explain a bit more first.
This is for your own safety. The situation will be explained by the Council when all colonists arrive at Moon Hub.
So, MacArthur calls the shots now, huh?
We don't have time for this. Just take them.
What? Get your hands off me!
Evacuation crew to MacArthur. We're progressing to stage 2. Outpost crew and the package are on their way to Moon Hub. We didn't receive any word from the others at Reinhold, though.
Good work, Evac. Wait for them to pass Outpost 1. Contact me again when the second evacuation crew arrives. Over and out.
Well, that explains all the footprints. Frank has done quite the... what do you call it, about face? From here to what you said earlier. But also, Frank has the code. It was worth a try. Let's see if the recording will tell us something more about that.
This is Pearson Station Engineer Sarah Baker again. I traveled to this outpost from Moon Hub, where I was sent to investigate the blackout together with my expedition partner. Moon Hub was completely deserted when we arrived, and we were unable to bring the MPT back online. We got separated and lost contact. I'm traveling towards Tombow alone to continue my investigation. The only lead I have is that something has happened at the reactor facility. The entrance to the monorail station here is blocked, so I'll have to find another way to cross the landscape. It's worth a shot.
Looks like I should have taken the moon buggy. It doesn't look like anything is here. No transport except... for a ladder. That is not going to help me. As a software engineer, I'm sure she was quite used to reading manuals. She was quite old school. summarize the rest of my trip down here. There was absolutely nothing here of interest. Except the fact that the elevator is broken and I had to take the stairs back up. At this point, I wanted to use this hammer to hit myself on the head. But unfortunately, since this is just a game, it wasn't possible, so I had to continue looking. Franco, one of his co-workers, seems to have had a cleaning fetish because you'll find quite a lot of those. If you're wondering why this all looks like I have no idea where I'm going and what I'm doing, it is because this is my first and last playthrough of this game. Well, they certainly were into snacks here, weren't they? And clearly MacArthur's thugs were not interested in giving them any time to clean the dishes. I think this pipe is probably the solution to the problem, but the question is, how do I get in there? That is a hole. Except it is closed. So that thing needs to be opened from the other side. Ah, that is very unfortunate. If you're wondering why I'm not going to replay this game, well, consider the last episode. I don't really need to be reminded of that. The entrance must be somewhere here. Damn. Can I even hit it from here? Or do I need another checker's letter? Oh wait, there is one. I completely didn't see it the first time around. Let's see. And it works. Another ridiculously long tunnel. And some odd-looking wiring in the distance. Oh, there is the code. Let's open this door first, though. They sent a whole bunch of thugs to evacuate, only 2 people who were operating the station. How interesting. Well, I'm clearly not going to be able to read it like this. But this I can. Yay, for Frank. I'm writing codes down on pieces of paper. And another collectible spoiler. Interesting. Somebody seems to have known what was going to happen. Edgar. Edgar Davis. I'm willing to bet this is Edgar Davis. Remember, the 4th survivor of the Huygens incident? That would be that Edgar. Apparently being a conspiracy nut was good for something. Right, this is not going where I want it to be going. I'm wondering if I can get upstairs. Because I'm missing a second code. Unless he reused this one. What do you know? He did reuse this one. Security man. Why is it here? What did they need the helium-3 here for? Okay. Wait, there are 2 different sizes in this. The suit I'm wearing is clearly male. So Fortuna 1 is... Interesting.
Evacuation crew to MacArthur. Helium package and Copernicus Outpost 1 personnel have arrived in Moon Hub, sir. Evac crew 2 is still nowhere in sight, though. We've been trying to reach them, but we're getting no response at all. How should we proceed?
Seal the door and make your way to Moon Hub. Fuel needs to be in place before we arrive with the Tomboy evacuees.
Fuel.
Sir, the other crew won't make it in time if I do that. They'll miss the launch.
They know what they signed up for. Seal the door, now.
Yes, sir.
Ouch. So this is why I can't move. Launch, huh? So they're using helium-3 as fuel. They must have been stealing it for years. So I can solve this standing inside, which is probably just as well, because this way my oxygen is not going to run out. Ah. 3 colors. Trinary code. Each column is connected to 3 different switches. Interesting. I guess I have to solve that. I would think they all need to be blue. Aye. Got it. Oh, that was number 1, not number 2. Okay. we're on the right path. And done. Well, at least his gate in the open lunar space is not the same as on Earth. Even though he is, of course, not jumping nearly high enough. And also, there is no reason why it would be different inside and outside. I have to press something somewhere, right? I almost forgot that I have a finite amount of air. Let's go recharge. So it looks like we just successfully bypassed those cut cable. So basically there is no reason for me to be out here. Right. Or do I need to push something? Oh, it says monorail online right there. I guess I can just continue. And also this video has been quite long enough already. I think I'm going to stop here and show you the undoubtedly successful monorail ride next time.